So here we have the Nissan Juke 1.2 Tecna manual on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll notice there's no reversing sensors. That's because this car's got a 360 parking camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Loads of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And then that boot space can be increased by lifting and, if you wish to, removing that tray just there. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty of other bits to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, on the right hand side the speedometer. In the middle at the top you'll see the total miles for this car are 12,767. Also contained within that section there we've got the fuel gauge, coolant temperature gauge and the trip computer. You can change information displayed on there using a button on the steering wheel, as you can see. So that button I was using a moment ago is just here. Also over this side we've got stereo controls as well as the ability to answer and end phone calls. On the right hand side we've got cruise control and speed limiter. So going back to the phone and the answering and ending phone calls, obviously before you can do that your phone needs to be paired, which is done on this central screen in the middle. So it's all touch screen. You've got a few buttons down the side for main menus, and then after that anything you want to hit on the screen will become touch screen, as you can see. So this car, you can see there, has got DAB digital radio. It also has AM and FM radio as well. In terms of other ways to listen to music, you've got a CD player, auxiliary input, a USB input, and you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. So once you've paired up your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can also listen to your music as well. This car also has satellite navigation, which will come up on that screen. And I mentioned when we were at the back of the car, the 360 parking camera. You can see that there. So the right hand image is the reversing camera, and you have guidelines showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. And then on the left hand side we have a bird's eye view of the car and its current position. It goes one step beyond that. If you press the camera button, you also have a front facing camera and the bird's eye view, or a front facing camera and the front passenger side wheel view. So with all those cameras it makes it incredibly easy to park. Working our way down, we've got the climate control, so you can adjust the temperature with the left hand dial, fan speed with the right hand dial. Air conditioning is on when that light is on or off. You can push that button should you wish to, and it will put the car into auto mode, and the car will adjust the fan speed itself, as you can see it doing now, to maintain 29 degrees. And to override that, just readjust the fan speed accordingly and it will do that for you. This screen also doubles up as not only the climate control, which we're on now, but also driver mode. If I hit that, you'll see all these menus will change. There you go, and we can change the setup of the car over this side. So you can go normal, sport or eco. What it will do is it will change the engine, it will change the steering, and it will change the way the climate control works. So in sport mode, for example, you're putting the engine into sport mode, as you can see. The steering becomes firmer and the climate control is on normal. If you put it on eco mode, the climate control is then in eco. It won't, it'll be more fuel efficient basically. And you can customize those settings yourself with the buttons over this side. Underneath that, we've got USB and auxiliary connection and a 12-volt charging socket, a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then underneath the central armrest, driver and passenger heated seats. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.